Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at whether or not food shortages could be coming to the United States. So let's get into it. In this video, we are only going to be taking a look at food shortages with respect to COVID-19. We're not going to be looking at war or drought or natural disasters or any of the other contributing factors that are happening in the world. So let's go back and see what happened for a second. How did we get here? So we were basically all just kind of cruising along, and then there is this virus we're hearing about from way off, and it's everybody wash your hands, use hand sanitizer, cover your cough, and then the cases started rising around the world, and then of course here in the United States, and there's a lot of, wait, is this really happening here? And then all these screening tools and like mobile hospitals being set up and hospitals being overwhelmed, and then, okay, just kidding, now the world is closed, so everybody shelters in place. And so what do we do before that? We go out, and with whatever means we have, we try to get as much food as possible, and this is what the grocery stores looked like. So we were good. There were no shortages here. Next up, we have working from home and studying from home. So that's what we all do. We start working from home and studying from home. And so, okay, we still don't, the majority of people still don't really have a problem. Well, now that we're not going to work or school, we are not eating out anymore. So everything that is being consumed is happening in the house. So every meal, every drink, everything is coming from inside the house. So your consumables are going through the roof. In other news, when people stay at home, other things they don't do, they don't travel, they don't go to sporting events, everything is closed. So all of the food that would normally be being consumed at these places, popcorn, drinks, steaks, burgers, fries, whatever, at hotels and restaurants and bars and coffee shops, none of that is happening. So all of that demand, all of those vendors who had product, where are they selling it? Who are they selling it to? I don't know if any of you have ever seen Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, where food starts falling from the sky, but since in reality that's not how it works, you know, all these delicious treats that we eat, these breads and donuts and pizza and ice cream and all these amazing things that make the world go round, they come from somewhere, right? Okay, so now we have a challenge that we have to try to look at and see if we can figure out and see where we can put the puzzle pieces, because now people are going to become upset, right? You are going to have business owners, manufacturers, people who have product and nobody to sell it to. So what happens? You have to start laying off your employees because there's nobody buying anything. You have to stop ordering products because you don't have anybody to sell them to. Let's switch gears for a second and look at the supply side. So all those tasty treats we were just looking at, right? They come from places like grain. So, and grain, which just had its worst year in decades. And then you have meat processing plants like Smithfield and Tyson who are having to close down because their workers are becoming infected. And then you have dairy farmers who are dumping thousands of gallons of milk. And again, by the way, guys, all of the links are down below for articles to this in case you're curious. And then we don't have seasonal workers because they either can't come here or for various other reasons to help either plant or pick crops. So how will we get them from farm to plate? Oh, you won't. That's the answer. And then just for fun, let's go ahead and add in the fact that you have a lot of countries that are saying, hey, we're not going to export X, Y, and Z. Like Vietnam wasn't exporting rice for a while, and Thailand was not exporting eggs for a bit. So then you have transportation issues. So even if the supply is there, if you have a logistics problem, which we definitely have here in the United States, I mean, guys, you can read all you want that there are literally crops just rotting in fields for no one to pull them. So you can have all the food you want coming off of trees or coming out of the ground, but if you don't have anybody to pick it and you don't have anybody to move it anywhere, it's not going to do you any good. So regardless of whether the shortage is because it's just not there or because there's a logistics problem getting it to the local level, for the consumer, the end result is, guess what? You're going to have a food shortage at the local level. So what do people do? They think, okay, well, if there is going to be a food shortage, even if it's just a small one, just an interim solution, let's plant things. And now you have certain states like Michigan and Vermont saying, no, it's not okay. You can't buy seeds, which means if you can't buy seeds, good luck planting a garden. I mean, you can plant certain things from certain other plants, but the point is to take away people's right to feed themselves and plant a garden seems sort of counterproductive. So what are people to do? People are going to go back to the grocery store, exposing themselves again. But now what? Now they're starting to see less food. And some people will say, oh, that's because people are panic buying or hoarding. I don't know. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. That's the point of this video. I'm trying to start a conversation with you guys. Let me know what is happening at your local level. I live in Louisiana. This is definitely what I am seeing here. But, you know, there could be a million reasons. This is a conversation starter. But when the shelves go bare, and then now you're going to start to have problems with things like meat and milk. And if you can't purchase meat and milk, it's going to become difficult to create those yummy little treats that we've all been eating at home, like plates of cheese or pizza. So as the world moves further into this situation, and this is not just a United States problem, not by any means, and people become tired and they're hungry and they have no money because they're not working, what are they going to do? Because money doesn't magically grow on trees. Unfortunately, if you find a money tree, someone send it to me, please. Now having all those options taken away from you and the resources that you've been accustomed to your whole life, well, what are you going to do? Of course, you're going to line up at a food pantry to get food because you have no or very little money, and the food is either too expensive at the local level or it is simply not available. And guys, this is happening all around the world and definitely happening all over the United States. Feel free to look it up. Now that we've taken a look at the larger picture and why this could potentially become a problem for us, this is the question I'm asking, and I want you guys to answer in the comments below. Will there be food shortages in the United States? Do you think that is a possibility? Let me know what you think. Now, I don't know what your personal opinion is, but I know that people are going to become and already are becoming tired and afraid and hungry, right? Emotionally and physically going to become hungry. So when the pantry shelves start to get low and hope feels that it is gone, what are people going to do? Are there going to be food shortages? Don't worry though, everybody has enough toilet paper, so we're good there. So the question is in this video, again, I'm not saying that there are food shortages. I am simply linking together what has happened, and I'm asking you to tell me at your local level what is happening. Is everything plussed up? Do you see a lot of bare shelves? What do you think is happening? Do you think it's panic buying or hoarding, or do you think that it's a logistics issue? I'm asking you guys. The point is, let's start a conversation where we are all talking to each other about what is happening where you are. So I'm in the South, I'm in Louisiana. You guys tell me, do you have a bright idea? Is there something that maybe you can see or that you know that you want to share with the rest of the class? Feel free to sound off in the comments down below. Well, that's going to be a wrap for this video. This video was intended to just start a conversation in the YouTube community. So don't forget that all the links that I reference are in the description box and the first pinned comment for you guys. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. And if you want to be notified when I upload new videos, just click subscribe and turn on that little bell notification. Don't forget to smile, take a deep breath. We are going to get through this together. From our family to yours, be safe, be well, and be good to each other. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.